Hi guys, it's Shelby with Farmhouse Living, and this is a long-awaited video where we are sharing how we DIY painted the exterior of our home. We purchased this beautiful coral ranch in, I don't know, about 2 years ago, and decided to fix it up. The biggest thing was probably the coral brick to me that just like drove me nuts. So we're typically not DIYers. We don't know how to use power tools or have any sort of skill in the home at all. So for us, this was a really big project, but it was surprisingly easy, and I couldn't find any great videos online, so I wanted to come up with my own to share with you, just because I think it could be super helpful. So I'm gonna start with why. We chose Romavio Lime Wash, and the reason we chose it is because we have our brick is handmade 1960s brick, and it's very textured. So when we put just typical paint on it, it was more like a film versus soaking in. And so I really like it. I want it to look like it's always been, that really nice European farmhouse kind of look. It's just almost like stone. But I think that it still looks amazing on flat brick, so I wouldn't let that be the deciding factor for you. I think just the fact that it always looks clean and like it's always been, and not like you're gonna have to keep it up. So another reason I chose it was because when I was researching, a lot of blogs were suggesting that you maintain or do like a spot check or a cleanup on just a maintenance on painted brick every 2 to 3 years. I can barely do my laundry, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. And I was also thinking about the people who would purchase our home in the future. So I really wanted to make sure that the choices that we were making were really easy to maintain. And I learned that the lime wash, it's like a 15-year maintenance. Maybe do a spot check, run around, something like that. So that made me really happy. It looks like it's upkeeping just amazing. So another thing I liked about it is that the lime wash, so it's not permanent for the first 5 days. So if you paint it on and you're just like, oh my gosh, no, you can power wash it off within 5 days, which is amazing. So we let you guys choose on Instagram. We did a poll and we chose the Bianco white, but between the colors that we voted on, let me pull them up, were Avaria white, Bianco white, Cristallo white, and Noob gray. The Bianco white is by far the whitest white, which was kind of scary for me, but it fits with that modern look that we were going for. And even though it was kind of a shock at first, I'm really, really happy. So if you choose a color, you can power wash it off. But I will tell you, no matter what color you choose, painting the entire exterior of your home is freaking shocking. It's just like, and also we didn't have landscaping in, so just know that there's still unfinished pieces that have to be, put in. So, it doesn't transform everything. There's still little details to maintain and handle. So our tips, how to make this easy. This is easy. There's just some little hacks. Romavio comes in a concentrated format, so when you are starting to paint, you have to dilute it. So we have some hacks on how to make it a little easier. On the website, it suggests that you use like a paint, like one of the things you mix with paint, and that's amazing if you have one on hand. I wasn't gonna rent one. I literally pulled out like a baking tool, like a baking mixer, and I just, they're like $7 at Walmart or whatever. So using one of those was super helpful. And then Another thing that was really helpful was using warm water instead of cool water, especially if you are painting in a colder climate. It mixes so much better when it's warm. Another thing is, they don't suggest this anywhere, but the lime wash is so drying on your hands. Wear gloves. Like literally, I think my hands were cracking and we were all very uncomfortable after. Another tip is just grab some friends, buy some pizza, buy some beer. It really does go by. It's a lot funner when you've got people that you enjoy. And then second of all, it goes by really fast. So the first question I asked the Romeo team was, should I get a spray gun, a paint spray gun, or should I use your brush, or should I use a roller? And they suggested that this would work. And I was like, I'm gonna paint my entire house with these paint brushes. And I thought they were crazy, but honest to God, it goes by so much faster than you think. Like, this has great coverage. And so tip to using this paintbrush, you do a good dip, let it it drip off decently. You don't want it running everywhere. And then do one big motion. And smooth is fast. So you can go like this and feel like you're going fast. No, you're gonna slap around and you're gonna have to do cleanup and all this. Just keep in mind, this is a longer project, and smooth is fast. So the next thing is, you can get away with one coat if you want. We probably could have, but I think that our brick was a little bit more absorbent, and also I didn't want any coral showing through. I really wanted it to be white. And so you could do one coat, and then I would just let it sit and kind of see where you land. And you can either spot check with the second coat or do a full-on second coat. Even though we did do a second coat, our second coat wasn't as hard and challenging as the first one. So it was just going over what we first did. So yeah, overall, I would say that it's a lot easier than I thought. The time is really the challenge here. I'm excited that I feel like we made an investment that's gonna last. So I'm really excited to see how it holds up. I love the way it looks, especially now that the landscaping's in. And so yeah, I definitely recommend it. So if you're gonna do this, make sure that you get your test, they come in smaller sizes. And so I think it's like a quart or something. That actually makes a lot of paint. You could paint an entire fireplace after you dilute that much paint, but that's what you have available at Home Depot or wherever the retailer that's closer to you. I know they're at Home Depot, but you can look on their website and it'll give you a store finder. A lot of the specialty paint stores have it. And so when you're picking it up, just pick 1 to 2 colors. I did all 4. You don't have to do that. You probably, I chose a large range to choose from. You probably know, I want a warmer white, or I want white, or, choose 2 to go between, because the samples are a little bit more of an investment, but you could use it for, what you choose, you can use for the rest of your house. And so yeah, I think just go for it. Oh, one last thing. We did power wash our house before we did it. I've seen people suggest that. I paid someone to do it. It's super cheap. I just paid someone because the cost of what I paid someone to do it was what the rental was at Home Depot. So I just thought, I'll just pay somebody. But yeah, so power wash, test your colors, mix the paint, grab the friends, paint your house. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, you can ask them below. I'm also gonna go way more in depth on the actual blog. So I'm gonna I'll leave every little detail, anything I can think of on that particular post. But I love your questions and I love to answer them. So yeah, so follow us on Instagram, Facebook, subscribe, whatever all the YouTubers say, and have a great day.
What's on my butt?
Salt and vinegar chips.
With salt and vinegar chips, just as it is.
Yeah.
She can't hear you.
Yeah, the whatever the number 9 is or something.
Oh, I'm recording.
A number 9! Is this what you're